Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Once again, I am Teacher MD. Have you ever experienced talking with a large group of audience? How did you feel about it? Were you intimidated, nervous, afraid? Or were you excited and confident? If you felt the latter, then that's a good thing. Facing a large group of audience to discuss a specific topic is not an easy task. It usually takes a lot of experience before one can render talks or speeches without feeling uncomfortable or conscious about a lot of things. Thus, we can say that experience is the best teacher in things like this. However, there are still things to consider in delivering a speech, and that is what we are going to discuss in this video. In this lesson, our main objectives are differentiate impromptu and prepared speech, identify some techniques in delivering a speech, and draft a sample speech about the given topic. Join me and together, let us make learning fun and easy. As a grade 10 student, you may think that speaking in front of a crowd is unnecessary, but in the future, you will need to practice this skill. Time will come that you will have to introduce yourself in a larger crowd. That you will present your output on your own. That your boss or employee will ask you to present a report. Or who knows, that you will be asked to deliver a speech during a graduation ceremony, forum, or campaign. Hence, you must know the forms and techniques in public speaking. Public speaking means delivering or communicating information in front of a live audience. It is usually done in a formal setting or as part of a formal event. Public speaking conveys purposeful information which aims to inform, influence, or entertain a large group of audience. What can you get in developing your public speaking skill? First, it will develop your critical thinking skills, especially if you'll be the one to create your speech. Next, it will boost your confidence since facing and talking with a large group of audience will seem normal for you. And finally, you will be fluent not only in speaking but also in using and understanding gestures, movements, and other nonverbal cues. Basically, prepared speech and impromptu speech are the most common forms of public speaking. In prepared speech, the speaker knows the topic beforehand, so he still has time to research about the topic and rehearse in delivering the speech. While in an impromptu speech, the speaker has no chance to research and rehearse, since little time or most of the time there is no given time to prepare for it. Let us have examples. You were surprisingly elected as the president of your club. Then, your advisor asked you to deliver a short speech. Will that be a prepared speech or impromptu speech? Correct, that is an impromptu speech. Another one. You are the maid of honor of your sister in her wedding. Then, she told you a month before that you need to deliver a message as part of the program. Will that be a prepared speech or impromptu speech? Yes, that will fall under prepared speech because you are informed that you will deliver a message prior to the event. Next, You were invited to deliver a message in front of thousands of students when you won in an international competition. Will that be a prepared or impromptu speech? Again, the answer is prepared speech since that event is planned and more so you were informed of your speaking engagement beforehand. Lastly, you were asked in an ambush interview by a student journalist during the intramurals in your school. Alright, the answer is impromptu because you were unexpectedly interviewed. Now, I hope everything is clear now. Meanwhile, what makes them similar aside from they are both forms of public speaking is that they can be done to inform, influence, or entertain people. Another is that they can be successfully done by considering some basic techniques. Number 1, know your purpose. Your purpose may be to inform, persuade, or inspire your audience. Being sure with what you want will not make you or your speech confusing. Number 2, be familiar with your topic. The best way to do this is to research. Being sure with the information that you are presenting will make you more confident, which your audience will notice and feel. Number 3, consider your audience. Is your audience a group of students, parents, professionals? Knowing your audience will help you decide the content, language, and technique to use. Of course, the way you deal with students will be different from the way you deal with professionals. Number 4, plan ahead of time. This is if you will deliver a prepared speech. If you are not ready, it will reflect in the way you speak and behave in front of an audience. This might affect their level of interest in listening to you. Number 5, use nonverbal cues. These include gestures or movements that will help one in expressing ideas. Establishing eye contact also works well in maintaining confidence and expressing sincerity. However, overusing these gestures can sometimes be distracting, so be careful. Number 6, remain calm. Your composure matters whether you are delivering an impromptu or prepared speech. To avoid nervousness, you just have to take deep breaths and have a focused mindset so your efforts in preparing your speech will not be put to waste. Number 7, practice. It is a major component of planning. It is by practicing or experiencing public speaking that you will see the things that you have to improve. Number 8, watch your words. You must carefully select the words that you will use. Use the words that will make your speech reliable and that will strengthen your reputation as a speaker. Number 9, speak with clarity. It is important that a speaker observes proper pronunciation, stress, intonation, juncture, diction, tone, and pacing. Note that this cannot be mastered overnight. Hence, constant practice is indeed necessary. If you want to clearly deliver your ideas, you have to consider this technique. Number 10, know the essential etiquettes. If you will engage in public speaking, you should know the different do's and don'ts when speaking before an audience. For example, for the do's, you have to prepare and practice, and consider the techniques that I will discuss. For the don'ts, you have to avoid using fillers like or and you should not talk too fast or too slow, and avoid fidgeting or doing unnecessary movements caused by nervousness. Number 11, use visuals when necessary. In these modern times, visuals like PowerPoint slides are mostly used to support the speech. Just remember that your visuals must not overpower your speech or distract the audience. Number 12, Dress comfortably but appropriately. Being comfortable with what you wear will help you deliver your speech well. Number 13, always bear in mind that you cannot please everybody. It is essential to be open to questions, comments, and even criticisms. These things can be used as considerations on how one can improve or continuously refine his or her style and craft. That's it. If there is one thing that I will suggest, that is to believe in yourself. Now, let us take the learning task 4 from your module. You are expected to write a 10-minute speech answering the question, what kind of student leadership does the Philippines need today? You have to discuss what would most likely be the focus of your speech and what techniques do you plan to use to make sure you will create an impact. Again, in doing this, you have to consider the techniques that we have just discussed. Since you are fully informed of your role, what you will deliver is a prepared speech, so feel free to research and plan ahead of time. Do you still have questions? Feel free to ask me in the comment box. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Have a nice day!